Hi folks, so something a little bit different today. We are going to be building ourselves a little cupboard that's going to go over here on the end of my bench up against the wall. I'm just making it out of whatever scraps I can find around the workshop. We're struggling on space here at the moment and I've got far too much rubbish on my bench, so this cupboard's just designed to clean up a lot of the rubbish around my bench and just give a few things that are homeless at the moment a home. So at this point in time, and it may change, but at this point in time I'm planning on having, it's going to be 6 foot long, so 1.8 long. I was going to have 4 drawers across the top and then 4 doors underneath with a middle shelf underneath. That's the current plan. It could change, but at this stage that's what we're building. So I'll just record bits and pieces as we go, just show them what we're doing. I'll pan down and show you here. I've just got a couple of pieces of white melamine that were only narrow pieces, but I've glued them up yesterday afternoon and this will become the bottom shelf. So I'll pan that down now and give you a look. So if you can see that, this is just my basic cutting list. You can see at the top here I've got a number of cupboards here that I want to make. I've got a stack of wall cupboards that I want to build up, but the one that we're currently making is this one down here. So this is just my basic cutting list for making up the actual carcass of the cupboard. Thought you might be interested to see what we actually do. So I've found this piece of 16mm MDF here laying in the rack. So it's just wide enough. The cupboard's only going to be 450 deep. So what's that? 18 inches deep. This is 2400 or 8 foot long, so I'm only needing 2 ends that I want to get out of this, so they'll be 750 each. I can't remember what that is in imperial, sorry guys. But yeah, so just short of 3 foot. Couple pieces off this, so that'll do the ends. As I said, the bit of whiteboard there that I've glued up, that'll do the bottom shelf. So I've found a piece over here that was off one of my kids' old beds. It's another piece of MDF, so it'll get cut up and it'll do the middle shelf. So yeah, so on we go. So just because of the way I have this machine set up at the moment, I haven't got any of my stops actually in position that I can use. So I've just cut this first one and then I'm going to have to set up just cramp a temporary stop onto the fence just so that I can cut both my ends to exactly the same size. So that's what I'm doing now. So being a personal project and nothing to actually do with paid work, that was why I didn't want to alter the stops here, because we're using them pretty regularly at the moment. So I just wanted that left set in place. So that was why I did that. It doesn't matter how long it takes me to make this thing. It's, you know, I'm not earning any money out of it, so it doesn't matter. I should add too, I should be wearing a mask. I get a bit carried away sometimes when I'm doing little things like this and I'm only cutting a few bits and pieces here and there, and I don't even stop to think about a mask until I start to notice the dust, which is what just happened here. MDF dust is pretty potent, so don't do what I just did. Never cut it without a mask, bad idea. So because I'm using MDF on this, a few different pieces on this, like the 2 ends as I mentioned, and one of the shelves, probably the bottom shelf, or no, I might even do it in the middle shelf. Because it's MDF, I'm going to put a 20mm timber edge strip on it just so that the MDF doesn't get knocked around. So the MDF panels will have to be cut 20mm smaller in their width than the whiteboard shelf will be. Okay, so we're just putting the edge strip on now. So I've only put brads in this because MDF has a very high tendency to split. So it doesn't take screws well and it doesn't take nails too well. So I've just put small brads in it. They'll hold the edge strip into place until the glue sets and then we're good to go. So we've got the edge strips on, got them cleaned up, and now I'm just setting out for the shelf positioning. So we're going to have the bottom shelf obviously across here, and I'm going to have, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to have drawers in the top here, so I'm thinking 6 inches, 150 up for the drawers. So then we'll have a middle shelf in here as well. So I've got 685 left on, so we'll go 342.5 to the center of the shelf. Shelf 16 mil thick, so that's where we'll put that. I can see my marks. So that will be the draw runner running through there. So we'll just square that across to the other side. Like so. So we have our ends set out now, and we're just going to house the bottom shelf in, and we're going to house the middle shelf in. Okay, so we've got our bottom and our middle shelf here now, and as I've said before, I'm going to break it up into 4 openings, so I just need to mark out on the edge strips here for the divisions that are going in, so we just want 3 of those. Going along the front here. Then we'll just square those down and I'll cut them out. So they'll just go through as like a half lap. I could simply just butt the bottom one into the bottom shelf one into it, but I'll cut it through as well. It just gives it a bit more rigidity and it stops it being able to twist or being able to be knocked sideways if anything happens to hit it. So I've just got the two shelves clamped together, and I'll cut those housings through both of them in the one go. So the saw's not running too well, so I just need to put some lubrication on it, just to, it's actually jamming as I'm trying to cut. Knock them out with a chisel. Oh. Look at that, would you? Can you see that on the hit a nail? Damn it. There was only one nail in all of those edge strips that was in the way, and I forgot about it. Just a small piece out of there, unfortunately, which is causing it to not come up there. It's tight at the top, but I don't know if you can see down on the camera, but there's a gap there because of that piece missing. So I don't know what I was thinking before. I had a bit of a brain fart there. Like normally I'd put the middle shelf in the ends before I put the bottom shelf on. Did it back to front these, I don't know why, but anyway, made it hard for myself. There you go. Even us that do it all the time, sometimes do it the wrong way. So these parts double up as a benchtop support, but my draw runners will also come off here to the divisions on the front and gives the back a little bit more support as well.